Thank you for staying with us right here on the Days Counter. Now we are in the second part of our segment, and if in any case you're joining us right now, the platform that you could use to communicate with us is on the social media is at TV47KE, or you might as well send me a direct tweet on my handle, that's at Komowino, but don't forget the hashtag the Days Counter. Joining us right now is a guest by the name Mr. Sam Vidambu. He's the CEO of a group called Ambigent Group and an affiliate organization known as Global Mentorship Program. Mr. Sam, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Now, just to start the conversation around, which is basically revolved around the youth mentoring today, maybe you start off by telling us a little about what Ambigent is involved in and what the affiliate organization known as Global Mentorship Program is all about as well.
Okay. First of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
At Ambigent, we do sales training, and also we help startups, because you realize that very many youths, 65,000 students graduate from universities every year, and now they end up not being employed because we don't have that employment opportunities that are there for all of them. So we help them identify business opportunities, and then we link up to startups, so that they can get the capital to start their own businesses and grow themselves. Okay. That's what we do at the Ambigent Limited. And then at Global Mentorship Network, we do mentorship, basically in high schools and also in colleges, because everything starts with the skill. So you give them the skill, then they can go on and start their businesses.
All right.
That's what we do at the Global Mentorship Program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just to kick us off, if in any case somebody has actually followed your story very well, it's a very interesting thing is that just right after you exited campus, you quit your job.
That's true.
You quit your job. And for the viewers and the listeners, you've heard that he had a good paying job immediately after campus, and he quit his job to follow the desires of his heart, right?
Yeah.
Now, just to ask you a simple question, is this something that you'd advise the current youth and the graduates who are exiting to do with the current economy that we are having? And just to tie up that answer is, what actually inspired you to take such a move, and considering young people don't necessarily have so many opportunities?
One thing we realized is very many companies are retrenching. They're reducing the number of workers who are working in their companies. Yeah. So that means even if you should be having a plan, okay, you should be having an exit strategy, because if you just exit without having a strategy, you'll end up not benefiting from whatever you want to do. Yeah. Self-employment is not easy, as many people will say, because we don't have weekends, we don't have holidays. Every time is a work time. It's a work time, yeah. So for me, I was passionate about the youth, because if I tell you the story of where I was born in a mud wall house, in a two-roomed house with my 4 sisters, is not an easy thing. Yeah. So what I did was, after finishing campus, I was employed. I was lucky. I was employed somewhere, and I was earning some good money. But then I was not really being fulfilled from the work that I was doing. Okay. That's why I had to quit my job, to go back and mentor the youth, so that they could not end up living the life that I lived when I was growing up. That's why I formed my own company. But
with the current situation that we're facing, where so many youths are jobless, the economy actually experienced a decline to about 5.1% in 2019, in the same period as compared to 2018, where it stood at 6.4%. That means the opportunities are continuing to dwindle and dwindle as the day. My question is that, would you advise somebody who's actually passionate about something to exit this
quit their job
and follow their heart's desires?
You're asking if they should quit their job?
No, as in, is it a viable option even if somebody is passionate about something? Can somebody do both?
Yeah, somebody can do both, but I always tell young people that don't start a business, solve a problem. Many youths, they start businesses.
Okay.
Like, let me tell you something. Yeah. If you go right now to Nairobi, get a graduate who finished for 4th year last year, maybe in a college, and then give them 1 million shillings to go and start a business. Yeah. Most of them, if it's a man, they will go for a car wash. If it is a lady, they'll go for a salon. These guys, they don't have skills to solve problems. Right now we need skills, and we just need skills and creativity. Yeah. Most of the youths don't have skills and creativity. That's the biggest issue. Yeah. So what I will tell them, if you can do both, it's okay, so long as if you can manage. Yeah. But then it's also good, because again, if you don't exit your job, a time is coming when you'll be exited.
Tied up, yeah.
That's true.
Okay, fine. Now, going through your profile, somebody can notice that you've been able to mentor high school kids, not just locally, but internationally as well, in Kigali, Burundi, and Rwanda. Yeah. So let's not necessarily touch on the high school kids, but let's go to the graduates, because they're the ones who are exiting and coming into different economies. Yeah. In your experiences in the outside world, where you've gone to probably Kigali, Burundi, and what, is it a better situation for young people there? And if so, what are the sudden elements that you are able to notice in those environments that can actually be implemented to bring some change locally?
There's no big difference.
Yeah.
Actually, if you look at Kenya, you are good.
Yeah.
We have creative people in Kenya, very creative people in Kenya.
Yeah.
The issue with Kenyans is they have that mentality of 844, you know.
Yeah.
Go to school, get good grades, then get a high-paying job.
Yeah.
That is what is killing. But Kenyans are very, very, very creative.
Yeah.
So I would say that even if you go to outside countries like Rwanda, Kigali, you go to Kampala in Uganda, you go to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, those guys are lower than us. We think bigger than them. We are high there,
Yeah.
you know. Kenyans are good. Kenya is the best. Actually, Kenya is the best country in the whole world.
Yeah.
Because actually, if you look at Kenya right now, it is very much easier to start a business in Kenya than it is easier to start a business in another country.
Yeah.
So that means we have better opportunities in Kenya, and we can do better in Kenya than all those other countries.
Okay, fine. Now, I'm usually big on quotes that people actually have in their profiles, and when I was going through one of your profiles I read, sorry, pardon me for that, you said it's not about making money because the money will come later. It's about solving societal problems like poverty and crime. Now, first and foremost, I have friends who are actually young people, very vibrant, enthusiastic, and really just want to be successful. I'm sure this is not a statement that would resonate with them so well. How would you convince somebody to be like, venture into social entrepreneurship? Because that's what you're doing, right?
That's true.
How would you convince somebody that social entrepreneurship is also an opportunity that somebody can actually consider vis-a-vis going to the normal blue-collar 8-to-5 job?
Okay. You know, when I was employed, for me, I don't like being under somebody. I like being a leader.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't, it's not an ego. It's just who I am. I don't like being under somebody. I like leading.
Yeah.
Many youth right now, they say, I'm following somebody to give me a leadership opportunity. You should give yourself that leadership opportunity. Nobody will ever come and tell you, go and do this. You should do it by yourself. Now, social entrepreneurship, it is a very nice field actually, because we are trying to solve social problems, which are there, like poverty. For me, I'm solving poverty because actually if Jesus comes back, I'm a Christian. If Jesus comes back today, he will be so happy with me because I'm solving societal problems. Because by telling you the truth about what you're going to experience after finishing campus, I'm helping you to reduce poverty. Because most of the youths, you know, you're in third year in campus, right? There's a friend of yours who finished 4 years before you.
Okay.
He was doing the same course that you are doing. Maybe let's say BCom, because I did BCom undergraduates. He has not been employed up to this particular time. And you are waiting to finish 4th year, then go get employed. And you see your friends who have finished 5 years before you, they're not yet employed. You know? So I'll tell them, I mean, social entrepreneurship is the best field that everybody can do. Solving social problems. You know? It doesn't start with a big thing. And most of them complain about money. If you go and ask them, hey, sina capital, I don't have capital. Issue is not even the capital. Issue is skills and creativity that they are lacking. So I will tell them that social entrepreneurship is a very great field. They can go and solve social problems. Then from solving the problems, they will earn something from it.
They earn something. So eventually there's money.
There's money.
There's money in the business field. So it's like a business opportunity. As long as you're helping people, you can also gain from it.
That's true.
Okay. And as Ambiggen Group, you talked of linking young people with opportunities once they exit the campus and all that kind of stuff. And you also mentioned in another quote, just the last one that if I could go through, is if we can help these young people develop ideas and grow their businesses, it will be making a step in ending poverty. Why do you, first and foremost, is there a practical example that Ambiggen has been involved in terms of developing somebody from the campus level to exiting in the outside world? Is there a success story, so to say, that you've been able to be part of to help somebody?
That is true. Now, first of all, my biggest enemy in this world is poverty. That is my greatest enemy, poverty, because I came from poverty. When I look down at the kind of life I was living, going for days without having food, you know, having nothing to eat. You know, if you are born in, like I'm born in a place called Likuyani. Likuyani is found in Kakamega County. My father being a carpenter, my mom being a housewife with my 4 sisters, we have nothing. At night, we just convert our clothes to be bedding. You know, when I look down and back at the kind of life we were living at those days, I'm just feeling like I hate poverty. And that's why I like solving this problem of poverty. Now, we have a success story, not even one, very many.
Maybe if you just tell us 1 or 2,
There are some students. Okay, let me take one. There's a student, because for me I was in Kimathi University. There was this student who was at MKU.
Okay.
And for him, he went through the kind of life which I went through when I was growing up. And after finishing campus, for him, he was not employed. He was not lucky. He got a first class. But now he had nowhere to go. You know. So it was like, now, Sam, what do I do? I told him, hey, come. I asked him, can you become an entrepreneur? He told him, yeah, sure. He told me, yeah, sure, I can. But then I have no capital. Just like many other youths complain, sina capital some, but I can do something, you know. So I asked him, what can you do? Which problem can you solve? You know, then he told me about the garbage collection, because now, you know, in a place like Nairobi right now, garbage collection is a very, very big issue. Everywhere we have garbage, everywhere we have garbage. So I told him, hey, I'll support you in this. And right now he's doing a very good business. He's living a good life. So we have very many success stories. Most of them don't identify these opportunities because they don't know where to start. But now if they can get just a little bit of mentorship from the guys who are above them, they can do well. They can do well. Yeah.
All right. Now, so many people, I've actually had sit-downs with so many people, and they're not for the 844 system. And the people who are actually not for it, you might actually get that have actually gone through the system and did well for themselves. It actually brought something out of them, right? And the government at the moment is rolling out the new program slowly and slowly and slowly. My biggest issue is that Kenya as a nation, people roll out issues without having the right infrastructure. Do you think this is the right move? I think facing out 844, and why do you think so?
I think it's a right move because actually, you know, I mingle with very many principals in very many schools, but okay, most of them complain.
Yeah.
Kutuuliza, they didn't advise us. But I think it's a nice move because it focuses on skills.
Yeah.
It focuses on, like it helps you as a youth. You're still at grade 8. You identify what you can do in life.
Okay.
Right now, the biggest issue we have right now is people don't know what they can do in life. There's a quote which says this. Many youths die at 22, but they don't get buried until they're 78. Now, what it means is this. You finish campus, you have nowhere to go, you're not employed. So you're just living a life, doing anything that comes your way. You're just doing anything that comes your way, anything. So it's like you're just dead. You're walking dead. You're doing nothing, you know, because you don't know who you are. You don't know what you're brought in this world to do, because they're lacking skills. For me, but then mimi nimefanya kazi kwa kaosh.
Yeah.
Nimefanya kazi kaosh. Nimefanya kazi kwa mjengo. Nimefanya mjengo by the way. Mjengo nimedunga. Like I have done everything because at that time I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. After realizing that I have that potential of being a mentor and helping people, I think I'm the best mentor in the world.
You think the best?
I think I'm the best. That one I think I am.
Okay, that's a good confidence to go with it. Now, okay, just like any other venture that somebody chooses to go into and doing social entrepreneurship, there are usually key challenges. There are general challenges for anybody who's going into anything. Could you just iron out something that has been really pressing on your end, like a key challenge in whatever venture that you've been having?
The key challenge is marketing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, social entrepreneurship, okay, you don't start with money. You start by solving a problem.
Yes.
And now, to solve all this problem, you need to be known by people who will come to market. I mean, to help you solve these problems.
Exactly.
So if you don't have a good marketing strategy, people should know you.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll give you an example of a good social entrepreneur, Wangari Maathai.
Yeah.
That was social entrepreneurship, what she was doing.
Exactly.
You know? So people need to know you. Marketing is key. That is the biggest challenge. And actually, most of the youth don't know how to market themselves. Yeah. They don't know how to network. Yeah. Networking is key. You need to read books, attend conferences. People need to know you. So the biggest challenge we have there is marketing.
Is marketing. And what's your best strategy that your best marketing strategy that you offer somebody out there who wants to venture the same thing?
Right now we have social media.
Yeah.
Facebook is there.
Yeah.
You know, Twitter is there. Instagram is there. LinkedIn is there. So you need to be close to guys who are doing what you're doing, like LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Go to LinkedIn, link up with guys who are doing the same thing that you are doing. That's how you grow. Okay.
Yeah. Now, Sam, as we wrap up, because my director is on my case, that time is shutting up. This is usually one of the last place that we want to do. Always give it to you, like a parting shot. This needs to be Sam Vidambu. If you were to die today, unfortunately, you're going to die. Like if you were to die today, this is your time and shine. You're given one last thing to tell young people who are actually really, really, really suffering and would love to just have a breakthrough in their businesses, in their career lives, because that's the biggest, I believe, one of the biggest issues that we're dealing with right now. What would you let them?
Is this my camera?
That is, yes.
To the youth all over the country, what I will tell you is this. You finish campus, not yet employed, doing nothing. You are 28, your parents are still paying your rent, they are buying for you food. Look for a problem in the society and solve it. That is the only thing I can tell you, because right now looking for employment, I'm telling you, it is so hard getting it. In a day, I know you always check my statuses in WhatsApp. Yeah. In a day, I get over 500 guys who are looking for jobs, texting me, hey Sam, nitafutie kazi. I will tell you this. look for a problem and try to solve it. That is the only thing I can tell you. And network, make friends. Because if you don't network, you know what could happen to you?
Yeah.
That's my parting shot.
Mr. Sam, Vidambu, thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. It's always a pleasure to have somebody gain something from the guys who've actually done it, right?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the man himself, Sam Vidambu. He's done this mentoring and he's given you one of the key lessons if you want to make a breakthrough in your career, in your business, is look for a problem in the society and solve it. Don't wait for that blue-collar job or don't do anything. All right, that was all we had for you today on the Days Counter. Until next time, I've been your host, Alan Owino. Don't go away. Do stay with us right here on TV47 for the next programs. Thank you.